Hello, my lovely Aquariuses. I am Jessica from Willowvine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'll be doing your reading today. I'm just going to go over the general stuff, and then we'll dive right in. This is a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so it will not resonate with every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. Keep in mind that energy is fluid, so I could be talking about you, someone in your environment, someone you're thinking of, or someone who's thinking of you. So keep that in mind. Take what fits, throw out the rest. I'm not dating these videos anymore because time is fluid, so Spirit does not work on man-made time. They don't work on our scheduling. So if you see a video that is a year old, 6 months old, 2 weeks old, whatever, if it's not the newest one and you're drawn to it, click on it. Could be your story. Just keep that in mind. I cannot say that enough. If you would like a personal reading, please email me. My information's in the box below. I'll give you all that. And also join me over on Patreon. I have channel message readings on there. And it's something that I think I'm going to exclusively do on Patreon, not here. So everything you need, all the information you need is in the box. I think that's the quickest intro I have ever done. And it's because I feel anxious. I feel like I'm sick of waiting. I need to jump. I need to go. I need to move. I need to run. I don't know. I just need to go. Go, 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 go. But I'm not. So your overall energy is the apple from the Halloween Oracle. It's risk and reward. So with this card, automatically, the second I looked at it, I heard no risk, no reward. So it's either you stay still and stagnant and nothing changes, or you leap on a new opportunity, business venture, or relationship and reap the rewards of that. Not every single opportunity that you decide to embark on is going to be fruitful, I guess you could say. But if you don't try, you'll never know. So it's almost like stop sitting in the unknown, stop wondering, wishing, hoping, and praying, and start implementing, start acting, start doing, start taking action towards your goals, basically, whether it's in love or any avenue of your life. I feel like the reason why you're having a hard time moving forward or taking such a risk is because you've been hurt before. And you don't want to fall down the rabbit hole, so to speak. You don't want to go down a similar road or the same road. You don't want history to repeat itself. But not every risk you take or opportunity that you decide to say yes to is going to hurt you. Not every person you come into contact with is going to hurt you. Don't compare new things, new people, places, and things to the past, because we all evolve, we all grow, we all need to move forward. And if we let the past hinder us and stop us from progression, basically, we're just gonna sit in the darkness alone, wondering, and like, did I miss this opportunity? Was this a good one? Is it a good one? Like, don't let that be you. That's a lot from one card. It's always when I hold the crystals, I get like, I clarified the apple card and got high honor, pathway, and coffin. It actually came out this way, but so I feel like with coffin, you're having a really difficult time ending a situation. You're wondering if you should get out of this relationship, get out of this dead-end job. It's like, I know I need to move forward, but I don't know how. So I feel like that's where the risk is coming in. Like, there's something in your life that needs to end. And I keep hearing relationship, so this very well could have to do with a love relationship, like letting go of the past. So if you're single, it's just releasing the heartbreak and everything that tied you to that person or situation. And if you're currently with somebody and you know they're not serving your highest good, that it's almost like you're yearning for more, you're yearning for someone new, but you're complacent, it needs to end. And if that's you, you will know. If you're in a happy relationship, I don't even know why you're looking into this stuff, but I do general. So if you're looking for financial guidance, like in business or whatever, or just in any area of your life besides love, I feel like it's a very similar situation. Like if you're at a job, you're really not satisfied with the job. It's not something you love doing. It might have started out that way, but then you're like, nah, this is not my thing. But you're staying for the money, for the stability, and you know that you have so much more potential. So you need to end that job and go to another opportunity. I mean, there's ways to go about it so that you're not in a sense of lack, so that you always have income coming in. Look for work while you're still employed. You don't have to quit and then look for work. You know what I mean? So just do what's best for you. But I feel like there's something in your life that needs to end. You need to take that risk and let it go. And once you do, we have pathway. And in pathway, there's butterflies just floating around everywhere. And I've been seeing them outside like crazy. You wouldn't even believe. There's only one path here, and it's a divine path. It's almost like your intuition, your guides, whoever you believe in, is guiding you. You know you are headed in the right direction. You're just kind of sitting on the rock right here like, okay, well, should I leap or shouldn't I? If this is about a relationship, I feel like this is a new relationship. Somebody new that's coming in, somebody that's piqued your interest, or they're going to come in, and you're going to feel that connection with them instantly and know, okay, this is the path I want to be on. And I don't know how to explain it. It's an inner knowing. It's a gut feeling. You're just like, yep, this is who I want. I know it's going to bring great things, kind of thing. So I feel like you've already been at the crossroads and you've chosen a path. You're just walking really slowly down it like, did I make the right choice? You're kind of looking back like, but if you, like, I don't know if you've seen the cartoon, the Disney movie Beauty and the Beast, but where like the horse wants to go down the sunny path and she wants to go down the dark path, and the horse is terrified like, fuck you, bitch, I don't want to go down here, but she makes him go down there. And then of course at the end it's everything she ever wanted, blah blah blah. I mean, after a bunch of crap, but that's how life is. You've got to jump over these hurdles and trudge through the mud, or trek through the mud, or however you want to say it, to get to that beautiful pond, or just to get to the clearing at the end where everything is peaceful and what you want. So you're on the right track. You're just hesitating is what I feel. So don't be afraid. I feel like fear is getting in the way for some of you, because at the end of that path, in that clearing, like where it's all bright right here, you can't tell what that is because it's so bright. But once you get there, you're going to see this big open field of opportunities and just like expansion and joy. And like I said, it could be with a relationship or business or whatever area of your life. It's almost like I just heard the path less traveled, which is like that Beauty and the Beast metaphor. So you're going on uncharted territory, at least for you, and it's scary, but you need to take that risk because you're going to come out on top. We have high honor. So I feel like at the end of this path, this light is recognition. This is people seeing you for who you are, for what you have to bring to the table. It's like seeing the truth, the enlightenment in a situation. At work, this is being recognized for your achievements, for all your hard work. So it's like, it might not have been easy to get here. It definitely wasn't easy to get here, but it's so worth it and rewarding at the end. You took a risk and you came out on top. And this is what I'm seeing. So some of you could already be seeing this recognition. And others of you are right on the precipice. I see very good things, and I'm very anxious right now. Like my heart's racing, and I feel like high anxiety, and I feel like it's out of fear. Like am I on the right road? Like, I think my GPS sent me over here and I should be over there, but no, you're doing the right thing. Just calm yourself down, center yourself, everything will be okay. All right. So our first card out is Patience, number 16, which breaks down to a 7. That's divine intervention to me, anyways. That's the way I look at it. And it's also waiting, putting time, energy, and effort into something and waiting for the fruits of your labor to pay off. Being patient, ultimately. So I feel like you need to just breathe and not freak out, because what is supposed to come will come in divine timing, not necessarily when you want it to come, and it might not even appear to you in the way that you're expecting, but it's here or it's coming. You just need to take a breath and relax. Be patient. Patience is needed in this situation, whether it's love or business, like I said. I feel like it's kind of all encompassing, like you're almost embarking on a new adventure in a sense. Yeah, maybe an adventure to the self, going within. Like, this is you sitting on the rock. I mean, you could be dealing with a Virgo, but this is you sitting on the rock right here in this pathway card. You're on the right track. You just need to center yourself and remember why you're here. Remember why you even made this choice in the first place. Why is Patience here, please? It's so funny. When I first looked at these cards, and I've said this before, I got nothing. And the second I push play, I'm like bombarded with information, and it just flows right out. Spirit is amazing. We have the 8 of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So this is like, I wanted to say a block, but it's really, if it is a block, it's you blocking yourself. This is you taking a time out, trying to release anxiety. Some of you could have been having trouble sleeping, and now you're finally getting back on a proper sleep schedule like you should be, because you're calming yourself down. This is telling you not to rush. It's telling you to be patient. It's almost like, I see you, I keep going back to this pathway card. I see you walking down this path, and then it's almost like, in my head, I have a weird mind, there's a troll standing here with like a stick going, "Halt, you may not pass. What's the password?" kind of thing, like, or "I need payment," whatever the hell they do in the movies. I see that troll standing there, like, guarding this beautiful ending. It's like, you can't come in yet. So I feel like you're at that blockade right now, and you might be questioning whether you're on the right path or not, because there is this block, there is this hurdle, there is this problem that you need to overcome. And it's almost like you can't jump over it fast enough. You can't run through it. You can't go around it. What is it? Mud, mud, I love mud. Can't go around, can't go over it, can't go around it, must go through it. I can't remember. Anyways, that was a kid's song. But yeah, so you gotta trudge through the mud, basically. Take your time. Build yourself a bridge with these sticks if you have to, so it's not as difficult. I don't know why the hell I'm singing the mud song. Rick Charette, he sang it. There we go. I don't know if any of you know who Rick Charette is. I think he's like, I think he's from Maine, which is where I'm from. That's probably why I know it. But mud, mud, I love mud. Absolutely, positively wild about mud. Can't go around it, gotta go through it. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. I fucked it up the first time. Anyways, if you know the song, let me know. Alright. And we have the 2 of Cups, and it's in the reverse. Okay, this blockage could be a person, could be a relationship. So you have really great things coming towards you. Like, you're almost there. Like I said, you need to build a bridge over this person. Maybe build it with their bones. Who knows? Depends on what they did to you. But I feel like there's a relationship from the past or one that you're currently getting over or getting out of. Maybe you're afraid to leave this person for whatever reason. It could be a million and one reasons. But I feel like this connection, it's not coming together, or it's just not supposed to be. This is a broken contract to me, a broken soul contract. So it's like you've been very patient trying to get through this, trying to move forward, and you're stuck in the mud with this. Some of you might have been waiting for somebody else to throw you a rope and pull you out of the mud, but this is something that you need to do for yourself. So the only way you're going to end this cycle and move away from this person or situation, I feel like it's a relationship, is for you to pull yourself out. Like, find a tree root and just start pulling. Drag your ass out of there. Like, there's somebody who's holding you back in this situation, and if this is resonating with you, you know exactly who that person is. And they might have appeared to be everything, like your soulmate. They might have appeared to be everything and anything you've ever wanted, and then when you became committed to them, it was just a shit show. And now you feel stuck. There could be children involved where you're like, okay, I need to sit here and wait because financially speaking, I can't just leave, or some of you might just simply be saying, I don't want to admit that I made a mistake, that I married the wrong person, that I moved in with the wrong person, that I just dated the wrong person. Don't let your ego get in the way if that's the case. Can I get one more for patience? Why are we being patient? Well, there's the mud and the muck. Why are we being patient? If I don't get a card soon, I'm going to... Okay. Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, so we're being patient for financial reasons, for stability. Oh, being left out in the cold. This is a sense of lack, not having enough. It could be not having enough emotion in this relationship, like you give more than they give to you. You feel a sense of lack here. Somebody might be not being as honest as they should be, like especially with this dog here. I always think of dogs as like your best friend, loyalty, whatever. Could have started out that way, or you thought that, like you had everything. This is like, finally, I'm in this loving relationship that I'm going to be in till we're going to grow old together kind of thing. We trust each other, whatever. Well, they might have proven you wrong. I feel like you're questioning their loyalty. I don't normally look at this card like that, but that's what I feel. I feel like you're questioning someone's loyalty, and you feel like this is a dead-end relationship. For some of you, it is a dead-end relationship, and you need to pull your ass out of it because it's not stable. But for others of you, you need to have patience because this is just the muck. Not every relationship is perfect. Well, no relationship is perfect is what I should say. This is like one of those speed bumps that you guys need to get through you need to overcome it together so that you can be together in the end. Do you know what I mean? Communication is key here because there is a lack of communication. Maybe this is the recognition, like with an ending. If we're talking about this relationship here, it could be, well, if I end things, it's almost like you don't realize what you have until it's gone, like when you take someone for granted. So maybe if I just take off and end this, then they'll recognize me for who I am and what I've done and what I brought to the table here. And then we can move forward. So this could just be inner dialogue of somebody thinking this, like weighing the pros and cons of the situation. If this person is not abusive and not cheating on you or anything like that, and it's just kind of a funk that you're in, you just need to be patient to work through it. It will improve. But if you know with every fiber of your being that they're out sleeping with other people, or they're lying to you and they're not being loyal to you, they're not helping in any way, shape, or form, they're not communicating with you, like there's more cons than pros, then maybe you should start considering a new path. That could also be the risk here. You took a risk on this person, or maybe you should take a risk on this person. If you're single, it might be somebody that has piqued your interest and they might be trying to get out of a relationship, or out of the emotional baggage that they're carrying from a previous relationship. Like maybe they were, they had strong feelings for someone in their past and they're trying to work through their shit, and you're sick of fucking waiting for them. And if that's the case, maybe you should be patient and wait, because it could turn around, but it might not. It's 50-50. You have to take that risk, and you will know if you should or not. You'll feel it. If this resonates with you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, it's going to be a muddled mess, So then we have the thinking man. Yeah, you're overthinking shit. Well, you are an air sign, so that does not surprise me at all. But I feel more like you are using logic over emotion. So you are trying to you're blocking your heart space, basically. And you're trying to be more logical about this. You're over-analyzing the situation to death. And I feel like you might, for some of you, not all of you, this small percentage of you, some of you might be overthinking it so much, and it's your own insecurities that are getting in the way, that you might ruin a good thing. But that's not for everybody, because I don't feel like you're on the same page with somebody, whether you're with them or not. So it could be overthinking. Regardless, you're overthinking. Some of it, I feel like some of it is very unnecessary. Let's see, what are you thinking about? And if you're the female in this situation, your partner, especially if this is a heterosexual relationship, the male or the masculine energy in this relationship is doing a lot of thinking. I mean, he's holding this, like, I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, it's just crystals. Looks like a leaf. But he's holding this crystal in his hand like he's trying to tell the future. And I feel like he's trying to gain clarity. Maybe he is assuming or fearing that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Two of Wands in reverse. Let's see. Every deck is different with these. I get different things. Yep. It's like he's holding the world in his hands and he's made a choice in the upright. He's facing, like, the hand that's holding the staff. He's facing that direction because that's the choice that he has made. In the reverse, I feel like he's thinking, like, I don't know how to move forward. It's that stuck energy. I don't know how to transform the situation. I don't know how to begin again or renew this relationship. I don't know what direction to move in for even a job. Like, this is a lot of overthinking. And I feel like you're not going to get the clarity that you want because you're too in your head. You're not seeing it from... You're not seeing things for what they are. You're, I don't want to say projecting, but what is it? It's, when you overthink about something or think about it too much, it's almost like you're, I don't want to say making things up, but you're afraid of hypothetical outcomes. So you're afraid of what's not even happening. You're over dramatizing things in your head, or the person you're dealing with is doing this. But then we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So there could be children involved. I did say this here. That could actually be I don't want to say burden, but that could be one of the reasons you're holding back, because Not because they're a burden, but because you don't want to burden them. You don't want to take away from the luxuries that they already have. You don't want to hurt your kids, especially if they're involved. For others of you, you've been thinking about whatever this is for a very long time, whether it's a person or a career path, and you're still up in the air about which direction to go in, even though it's a passion of yours. You are overthinking the shit out of this situation. I mean, she is trapped. She's mentally trapped. She can just walk right out of there. She can pick up the swords and take them all and throw them at people if she wants. But she's sitting here with her hands tied behind her back and her eyes are closed. Like, maybe if I just close my eyes, it'll go away. I don't have to deal with it. No, you can't suppress any of this, because if you suppress it, it's just going to boil back up and bite you in the ass later. So it's not a bad thing that you're thinking, but just don't, if you find yourself going in cycles, thinking repeatedly over the same thing constantly, you need to learn to let that go so that you can progress forward. Because it's just going to keep you stuck. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, crossroads. You don't know what to do. You don't know if you should stay at this company or if you should go to a new one. You don't know if you should stay in the home you're in or move to a new one. You don't know if you should stay married or committed to this person or find someone new. You don't know if they found somebody new or if they want to find somebody new. There's self-esteem issues here for someone. And if this isn't you, it's someone you're dealing with. But somebody is, I feel like when you're out in public, you act as though you are okay. That, you put makeup on, people will compliment you and say how beautiful you are, or how smart you are, or, oh, I love your purse or your dress or your, I don't know, your car or whatever, male, female, I don't care. They compliment you. But in your head, you're sitting there going, yeah, right, that person doesn't mean that. Or, thank you, but, really? My nose is so huge. Or, I got these circles under my eyes. Or, oh my God, did you see the crow's feet? I can't believe that I'm looking my age now. Or, you know what I mean? Like, or, oh, you really like this purse? It's a knockoff. I didn't pay full price for it. Like, it's almost like downing every compliment that comes in. You have something to say about it, or this is what you think. You might just go, oh, thanks, and smile and go on your merry little way. But inside you're going, wow. You're questioning what everybody's saying to you, whether they're being loyal or not, whether they're being genuine, because you have your own insecurities that you're trying to battle, and it's kind of getting in the way. And then we have strategy in the reverse. So in the upright, this is strategizing. This is making plans, moving forward, outlining ideas, your goals, like a to-do list even. This is not doing that. This is like, I don't know how to get out of this stuck energy. I don't know how to progress. I don't know how to get my ass off this rock and move forward. Even though all these little butterflies, if you can see them in the image, are gonna Cinderella style it and pick your butt up and float you out of there. Like, you don't see the potential. You don't see the positive in the situation. I don't know who I'm reading for, but I feel like a lot of self-esteem issues, but I really, 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 truly feel like you do not tell people about this. And everybody around you would tell other people that you are very strong, independent, beautiful, handsome. Like, they would have nothing but great things to say about you, but you poo-poo on yourself, for whoever this is for. So I feel stuck. I feel like I've waited around forever. I can't get out of my head, and I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to get off the rock, like I said. So let's see. What do we need to strategize towards? Or why is there no plan being implemented? It's a self-worth thing. I'm really feeling that strongly, actually. Like I said, if it's not you, it's the person you're dealing with. Take it where it resonates, and if it doesn't resonate at all, it's not for you. This is getting pretty specific. All right, we have the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. It's moving forward. You don't know how to move forward. That's exactly what I said. You're stuck in your head. This could have, blah, blah, this overthinking and like lack of self-confidence could have stemmed from childhood. You could have a lot of memories from the past being brought to the surface, whether your parents were degrading, family members, friends, well, whatever, people you knew. I almost see a kid in elementary school who's kind of chubby, and they're getting picked on, made fun of, and almost like it sent you into your own little world where you'd rather be alone than deal with these people or make new friends because you're so afraid of getting hurt because it sucks. And it's something that you've never gotten over, that you thought you got over, that's kind of resurfacing. And not because people are making fun of you. Maybe you gained weight. Maybe if I'm talking to a female, maybe you got pregnant and you've got, you know, battle scars, the mommy scars, and a few extra pounds on yourself, and you're feeling very discouraged because you can't get rid of them, or you don't have that beach body that you used to have or that you've always wanted. You're comparing yourself to other people. Whoever this is for is comparing themselves, and this could just be for one person, this one message, but I feel like there's some childhood wounds here revolving around self-esteem that have not been ironed out, and they're bubbling back up. It's got you in your head. And I'm going to tell you right now, if your current partner or spouse, if you're not single, has mentioned your weight in any way, shape, or form, even in a joke, it's got you all in your head. It's got you thinking that you think that they don't think you're beautiful, even though they meant it innocently. Some of them might not have, but for the one I'm picking up on, I don't know. I'm just going to say right now, male, female, whatever, you never talk about a woman's weight. Never. That will never end well. Just saying. Anywho, so you don't know how to move forward. You're trying to gather your bearings and charge ahead positively. It's almost like I get a sense that with the Chariot card, you're like pulling up the reins on these horses and you're trying to force them to just jump over the speed bump or over the river. Like, fuck it, let's go, haul ass. But what you don't realize is if you're not careful, the carriage is going to fall in the water and your horses are going to run off. So don't move too quickly. In other words, patience. Think things through, but don't overthink things, if that makes any sense. Because there is progression here, that he's not stuck anymore. He's seeing things from a different perspective. So it's almost like he's going to untie himself, like, okay, I know what I need to do now. I'm going to slowly pull myself out of this tree. And I feel like that's what's going on here, but you still don't know how you're going to do it. It's like, okay, I'm seeing things clearly now. Now, how the fuck do I get down? I don't have a knife. There's no one around. How am I going to cut myself out of this tree? Like, that's what I feel like. Okay, now that I see it, how do I do it? So you're trying to figure out how to implement this new way of thinking, or how to get what you want, how to achieve your goals. Can I get more on the strategy card reverse, please? Five of Pentacles. Again, you're trying to move out of this sense of lack. You just don't know how. For some of you, you don't know how to move forward because you don't have the financial backing to move forward. For others of you, or one of you, you might need a vehicle to literally move, and you don't have the money to get a new vehicle or to fix the vehicle that you have. So you're feeling kind of stuck. Like, how am I going to progress forward when I don't even have the money to get my own ass moving? Like, you know, I feel like that's why you're so stuck. A lot of it has to do with the material realm. Yeah, you need to save money. You need to hold on to what you have. And this is also hold on to your beliefs. Hold on to, like, your worth. Don't let anybody take that step from you. That's special, and that's yours, and you don't give that to anybody. But this is ultimately needing to save money. Like, hold on to what you have. And for some of you, I feel like you have things in your home, whether they're antiques or art or something. Could even be jewelry. Hell, some of you could just have bags and bags and bags of empty bottles that you could return. There is something in your home right now that could bring you extra finances that might help push you forward just a little bit. Hell, it could even just be gas money. You know what I mean? Like, I need the money for gas to get from here to there, to fill out this paperwork, or to meet with this person, or to submit my whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like you do have something in your environment, in your current environment, that could help you financially that you're not looking at. So if you're struggling with money, take a look around your house and evaluate what is important to you and what is not. Because trust me, we have a lot of clutter going around. Then we have the Hierophant reverse. This could be an end to a marriage, an end to a relationship, or an end of a job. And that could very well be why you need to look around and find extra money, because you might have lost a source of income, a main source of income. You could be relying on your spouse or your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, for money, and it's making you feel shitty, and you're trying to get out of this, but you don't know how to get out of it. If you didn't lose your job and you didn't get fired or whatever, some of you might be wanting to leave the job that you're at because they don't pay you enough, but you don't know where else to go. It's almost like you're stuck at this dead-end job and you don't know how to get out of it. I do see forward progression, but there is a need to figure things out, like strategize, write down the pros and cons of a situation, like I said before. I believe I said that. And if it's not just that, write down a to-do list. Even write down manifestations, like, what do you want? What are your hopes and dreams? Like, even if they're crazy, you know, like when you're a kid and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be an actress. I'm going to be a supermodel. I'm going to go to the moon, you know, whatever the hell kids say. Those were passions of yours. Those were things that you desired to do. Yeah, they were kind of outlandish, but we have actors, we have actresses, we have models. People have been to the moon. It's not that crazy. If you want something bad enough, you will achieve it. That is the truth. You just need to work towards it. You can't just sit around hoping, wishing, and praying it's just going to come to you, kind of thing. So write down even the craziest, wildest things that you love about life, about what you want your future to look like. Because that's the key to manifestation, is deciding and focusing on what you really want. So if you're in a bad situation, you're in a dead-end job, think about what you really want, because what you really love, what you're passionate about, I feel something's coming in. It's so crazy when we change our perception and the way we think about ourselves and our environment and the people in it, how different our lives are when we replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. For some of you, I feel like, we have, with the Knight of Cups, Karma reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, and the Shadow side, which is like the devil. I'm going to say that you do have, I wanted to say frenemy, so it's an enemy that used to be a friend of yours. It's the not so loyal person. Somebody doesn't want to see you succeed. They're going to act like they do, but they don't. They're spying on you. They're jealous. They might come in with these backhanded fucking compliments, you know. It's almost like when someone says you're doing a good job, and then they say something that you're sucking at the same time. So it's like they make you smile and frown all in the same sentence. I feel like Just Do is coming in with this person, but you have a lurker. You have a lurker. This lurker could be coming between you and your person. They might be watching you to see what you're doing when you're home, when you're not, so they can come around your man or your woman or whatever. That's not for everyone, but just if you have a friend of me, I'm pretty sure you'll know who this person is. Keep them away from your person if you're with somebody. And if you're not with anybody, don't tell them what your plans are. Don't tell them who you like, because this is the type of person that if you were like, oh, hey, I have a crush on Mike, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, Mike so-and-so, and you're like, yeah, isn't he so cute? They'd be like, no, and then they go behind your back and go fuck the guy, okay? That's the kind of person you're dealing with, and that's what I'm getting at, and sorry for my language. I probably should have said that in the beginning, that I like to swear, and I can't help it a lot. Anyways, I need to put a disclaimer up somewhere because someone's probably going to bitch at me for it. But anyways, it is what it is. So yeah, let's see. What does Aquarius's current partner, if they're with each other, or, screw it. I'm just going to say, what is Aquarius's love interest? Because that will just cover it across the board. Have to say to Aquarius? What do they want to say to Aquarius that they haven't said or that they need to say? Soulmates, love and relationship, Queen of Pentacles, which is like the Queen of Diamonds, and then don't be mad in disagreements. Like I said, somebody fucked up here, and I mean, it wasn't major. I just feel like you guys aren't on the same page. So yes, there is a soulmate connection here, but like I said, it's being blocked. So for those of you who are in the mucky muck land in relationship, if you're patient and work through it, it will get better. It will improve. And then for others of you, if it's just like not salvageable, you have a soulmate coming in soon. Somebody who is very grounded, nurturing, stable, that could also represent you. You could be the motherly figure who is very caring and giving. Like, you have a lot to give. You have a lot to offer. And then don't be mad. This is also that fuck up. Oops. Please don't be mad at me. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to come home late when I told you I'd be here at a certain time. Like, I feel petty crap with this. Like, please don't be mad at me, especially for those of you I said to be patient with and things will turn around, the speed bump. I feel like you guys are just not on the same page. But for those of you who are dealing with a cheater or someone who is not on the up and up, who is like basically battling against you, they're feeling regretful because they know your worth. They know that this was something special. They know that you did your best, and they know they effed it up. So, I mean, it could go either way. Take it where it resonates, like I said. Yeah, somebody's very stressed out. Mental trap, definitely. Somebody wants to run away. Hell, this could be running away. Maybe you want to run away because shit's getting real, and you're like, I'm out. Like, don't do that. Be patient. Work through this. Strategize. Let's see. Could I get some advice from my Aquarians in this situationship? No risk, no reward. Talk it out. The only way to fix things is to communicate, especially if you really want it. If you don't want this person, move on. And if they're fighting you tooth and nail, you can't make somebody do something. You know what I mean? You can control your emotions, your actions, and your words and all that stuff, but you can't control somebody else. New beginnings and a fresh start. So some of you might need to be starting over, and it might be very difficult for you. You're overthinking this. Because you do have children, you're very stressed out, you have a lack of money, you don't know how to get from point A to point B. But trust me, you're here. You will be recognized. Things will work out. They will improve, whether it's in love or money or both. So if this is ultimately over with somebody, and for some of you it is, not for all of you, like I had those two different scenarios. for those of you where this is over, just be patient. There is a new start here. Just don't let it pass you by. Take a risk. Any more advice? Don't just stay with somebody for money either. That never works. Or for the kids. They know. Go forward fearlessly. Take the horse's reins and charge ahead fearlessly. The spirit is on your side. You are being divinely guided to get away from this icky situation. Yes, it sucks. You feel like you can't pull through this. You feel like you don't have the money, that you're lacking in something. And I feel like this is, a lot of it is emotionally and mentally. You just feel that sense of lack. This is not forever. This card will turn upside down, which is the way we like this card. This is coming out of that. I feel like you are. You just need to implement a plan and put it into action. Don't be afraid. And don't let anybody talk you out of it if that's what you want either. Write about your thoughts and feelings. Some of you could write a book about your journey. Some of you write poetry or songs. Ultimately, this is saying write your thoughts and feelings down so that you're not stuck in this mental prison. And so that you don't put any of this crap on your kids or unleash childhood traumas. That's a big one. Write about it. Get it off your chest. You don't have to share it with anybody. Burn it, for fuck's sake. Like, I call it a burn book. Just write down whatever's going on, what's stressing you out. Go outside, light it on fire, and send it off to the universe, whatever you believe in. And then it's almost like when they say let go and let God, that's what you're doing. You're taking all those stressors, all the things that are causing you pain and anguish and everything, and you're sending it off like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I need to take this off my shoulders and move ahead. That's what that is. This was heavy, man. If this resonated with you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy, my dears. Follow me on Patreon. Like I said, I do channel messages. I really hope that this made sense to you. If you need a personal reading, hit me up. I will get you all the information you need for that. I wish you guys the best. I really do. And the only part of this reading that I hope resonates with you, I mean, I always like to know that the whole story does, but when they're not exactly the best, you know, and when they're rough reads, I should say, I just want the positive aspects to resonate with people. But, you know, we all go through trials and tribulations in life, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's how we learn, that's how we grow, and I feel like you are at that stage in life. You are growing. You're maturing, you're moving forward, and there is that light at the end of the tunnel. Don't forget that. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.